So welcome everyone to this 5 senses, also called open awareness meditation. This is a meditation that we can use to ground our mind and our body to the present moment, especially when we are feeling overwhelmed or overly stressed. During this practice, rather than focusing on our breath, we will shift our attention to each of our senses one at a time, becoming curious of what we are experiencing without any judgments. Using our senses to notice things we often overlook, we'll also spend some time in open monitoring, allowing everything that is happening around us to enter our minds. If you notice your mind wandering or becoming distracted, this is completely normal. Just notice where your mind has gone and gently come back to your 5 senses. So let's begin by settling into the current space you are, into this moment of time. Changing your posture or your body to become a bit more alert and awake. Your back is straight but not rigid. Shoulders are down and relaxed. Hands are on your lap or by your side. And then gently closing your eyes. And we'll begin with a few slow and deep breaths. Following my lead, taking a deep inhale in through the nose, then a slow exhale out through the nose or mouth all the way. Allowing the tension in your body to release as you breathe out. Again, breathing in. And breathing out. One more time, inhale in through the nose, holding at the top, and then letting go of the breath as you breathe out. All the way. And now returning your breath to its natural rhythm, trying not to change your breath in any way. Letting go of any responsibilities, stresses, plans, or problems for the next couple of minutes. And being fully here. And we'll begin this practice by shifting our attention to our ears and our sense of hearing. With your eyes closed, divert your full attention to the sounds or noises around you at this time. What is the first sound that grabs your attention? Maybe you notice the ticking of a clock, the sound of traffic or cars in the distance. You may hear a background hum, maybe music or conversations in other spaces. But noticing all of these sounds coming towards you, noticing anything in the background that you may easily miss. Not judging any sounds as good or bad, just being curious of the sensation of these sounds in your ears. Maybe you notice the sound of the wind or the brushing of the leaves if you are outside or near a window. Maybe you hear birds chirping. Maybe you notice the sound of air as it travels in and out of your nostrils. Or perhaps you're noticing my voice and the silence between each words of my voice. Whatever the case may be, whatever you are hearing, just noticing these sounds for what they are. And now shifting your focus to your second sense, your sense of touch. Bringing your full focus to the different sensations around your body. Maybe you notice your feet on the floor. Maybe you notice the sensation of where your hands meet the chair, the bed, or your lap. Noticing the fabric of your clothes against your hands and arms, or your skin. You may focus on your body as it makes contact with the surface that you are on, becoming aware of how your body is being held up in space right now. If you are outside, perhaps you notice a gentle breeze or wind brushing past your skin. Noticing the sensitive areas of your skin around your fingertips, your toes, your face. Maybe focusing on different temperature changes throughout your body. Are certain areas warmer than others? Is there any coolness in certain areas of your body? You may also notice areas of stiffness, tightness, or tension, and seeing if you can allow these areas to soften by using your breath. With each breath out, allowing the tension in your body and your muscles to just release, perhaps around your neck, letting go of any tension around your forehead, between your eyebrows, your face, letting your back soften, bringing your shoulders down, noticing any of these sensations but not judging them, just being curious. If your mind starts to wander, noticing where you have drifted, and then gently coming back to your sense of touch or your sense of hearing. Now, with the next breath, shifting our attention to our sense of smell and taste. Noticing if there are any aromas around or any smells in your room, perhaps perfume. If you're outside, maybe You notice the smell of grass, leaves, flowers. Maybe you don't smell anything specifically, or maybe you don't taste anything specifically, and that's also okay. Maybe just noticing the air entering your nose and exiting your nose. Again, not judging, just being curious of what is already here. If your mind starts to wander, again, bringing your attention back to your breath, perhaps, or your senses. Now, before we go ahead and open our eyes and notice our sense of vision, reminding ourselves to look around us as if we are seeing the world for the first time and seeing what's in front of you and around you just as it is without labeling anything. So, when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes with a soft gaze and bring your full focus to your sense of sight in your eyes, noticing shapes around you, patterns or colors, without labeling any object. What do you see? Maybe you notice particular textures, colors, maybe looking at an object that you've never noticed in your room before with so much focus. Maybe you notice something outdoors that you haven't paid attention to. Maybe noticing different sources of light entering your eyes. Could be the sun, could be the lights in your room, could be the screen in front of you. Again, if your mind starts to wander at any point to any thoughts, problems, or sensations, just gently bring your attention to your sense of sight, your sense of hearing, smell, touch, taste. Now, as we slowly come to the end of our practice, just being here in this moment and allowing any and all of these senses to come towards you, not judging them, and seeing if you can let go of any worries of the future, any regrets of the past, and just focus on this moment. Now, taking one deep breath in into the nose. Perhaps you can close your eyes as you do this. Inhale into the nose. And then slowly breathing out all the way at your own pace. Sending a sense of gratitude for the different senses that allow us to perceive the world that we currently live in. Maybe thanking each sense for how it enriches our lives in the way we interact with the world, and how each of these senses allow us to interact with things and the people that we love. And reminding yourself that you always have your five senses to ground yourself to the present whenever you feel overwhelmed, stressed, or worried. Thank you for joining. And when you're ready, you can come back to the room that you're in. You can open your eyes if you had them closed.